Australia is known for its kangaroos. What a lot of people overseas don't realise is that we also have wallabies, pademelons and potoroos. These are all similar to kangaroos. Wallabies are roughly half the size of a kangaroo. To me, they're a little bit cuter. They've got more triangular shaped heads, and they are a smaller type of mammal. Then come the pademelons, which are probably half the size of wallabies again. They're a little bit cuter and a little bit more fluffy. They also have the kind of triangular heads. And then finally, the smallest of them, which you may not see very often, are the potoroos. These are roughly the size of a bandicoot. They are much, much smaller than your kangaroos, your wallabies and your pademelons. And I believe that they are also a different type of marsupial, although they still have a pouch. But in today's video, I'm going to talk about wallabies. So there are many, many types of wallabies throughout Australia. In each state, you have different types of wallabies. When you go down to Tassie, the very bottom, they only have one type of wallaby down there, and that's called the Bennett's wallaby. Now, the Bennett's wallaby has a distinctive dark line that runs down the front of its face. So it's fairly easily identified from other wallabies that you see in other states of Australia. But if you go to Bruny Island, which is off the side of Tasmania, there's a really special type of Bennett's wallaby. And that's the albino Bennett's wallaby. Now, albino mammals and marsupials do occur in other places. But of course, being so white, they often fall prey to predators. So on the mainland, you have foxes. On the Tassie mainland, you have devils, hawks, all sorts of predators that would take an animal that stands out so much as a white animal in the bush. But on Bruny Island, they don't have the natural predators. So what you're seeing is a growing population of albino wallabies. What is an albino? It's a colour dilution. It's not a mutation gene, as I've seen some people refer to it, but it's a dilution gene. It basically means that there is a gene which dilutes the colours of the particular wallaby. Now, I don't know if it's something that requires the presence of a dilution gene from both parents to produce an albino wallaby. But you see images of albino wallabies with regular coloured wallabies in their pouches and vice versa. So it is definitely a modifying gene, meaning that it modifies the colour. And it is, while it would have to be hereditary, passed on from the parents, it seems that it is not necessarily a dominant gene. But at the end of the day, that means that if you go to Bruny Island, you've got a pretty good chance of seeing these awesome little albino wallabies hopping around the place. I've looked at a few travel videos, and it seems like they are quite easy to find. Of course, the downside of being an albino animal in a place like Australia is that the sun is so harsh and they are prone to melanomas, which is not good for the population. This is one instance where perhaps it would be better to have some sort of reserve for these little critters where they could shelter from the sunshine during the day so that they can't get melanomas. Although, just the thought of being able to go out to Bruny Island and see these gorgeous creatures just hopping around in the wild is pretty awesome. Certainly makes me think that a trip to Bruny Island would be worthwhile just to see the albino wallabies. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed my video, please make sure to hit the like button. Also, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe, help me to grow my channel. And leave a comment below. Do you think the albino wallabies are perhaps the cutest marsupials in Australia?